Port Charles has seen countless dramatic moments over the years. Explosive confrontations, shocking betrayals, heartbreaking goodbyes, and unforgettable declarations of love have all become part of the town's rich history. Yet every so often, a single line of dialogue cuts through the noise and becomes something fans talk about for months. This week, that moment belonged to Amanda Setton. The talented actress, known for bringing warmth, intelligence, and emotional depth to her character, delivered a line so powerful that viewers immediately began calling it the line of the year. The scene itself was already emotionally charged. Tensions had been building for weeks, relationships were strained, secrets were threatening to surface, several lives hung in the balance as Port Charles found itself once again on the edge of chaos. Amanda's character entered the confrontation carrying the weight of months of heartbreak. She had been lied to, manipulated, underestimated, and, perhaps most painfully, taken for granted. The room was filled with people expecting another argument, another emotional breakdown, another round of accusations. Instead, they got something entirely different. Calmly stepping forward, she looked directly at the people who had caused so much damage. The silence was almost uncomfortable. Nobody spoke. Nobody moved. Then came the line. I stopped waiting for people to change when I finally remembered who I was. The words weren't shouted, they weren't delivered with anger. They were spoken quietly, confidently, powerfully, and that is exactly why they hit so hard. For a brief moment, the entire room appeared stunned. Even the people standing against her seemed caught off guard. Because the statement wasn't just a response to betrayal, it was a declaration of independence, a refusal to remain trapped by other people's mistakes, a reminder that strength doesn't always arrive through revenge. Sometimes it arrives through self-respect. The impact was immediate. Fans watching at home instantly flooded social media with reactions. Clips of the scene spread rapidly. Viewers quoted the line repeatedly, praising Amanda's delivery and the emotional authenticity she brought to the moment. Some called it inspiring, others described it as empowering. Many admitted it felt deeply personal. The reason was simple. The line wasn't just about one character, it reflected a universal truth. Everyone has experienced disappointment. Everyone has waited for someone else to become better, kinder, more honest, or more dependable. Everyone has invested hope in people who ultimately failed them. Amanda's character captured that frustration perfectly. But instead of focusing on the people who caused the pain, she shifted the focus inward. She remembered her own worth. That realization transformed the scene from ordinary soap drama into something much more meaningful. Behind the scenes, cast members reportedly recognized the moment's power immediately. As filming concluded, several actors praised Amanda's performance, knowing they had witnessed something special. The magic wasn't only in the words, it was in how she delivered them. There was no need for dramatic gestures, no need for tears, no need for raised voices. Amanda allowed the confidence beneath the line to carry its emotional weight. That restraint made the moment unforgettable. In the days that followed, fans continued discussing the scene. Some compared it to classic Port Charles moments that had become legendary over the years. Others argued it represented one of Amanda's strongest performances to date. Writers often spend months crafting major storylines. Actors spend days preparing emotional scenes. Yet occasionally, a single sentence accomplishes more than an entire episode. This was one of those times. The line resonated because it reflected growth. For years, Amanda's character had fought for relationships, defended loved ones, and carried burdens that often left her emotionally exhausted. Viewers watched her endure setback after setback while trying to keep everything together. This moment signaled a turning point, not because she defeated an enemy, not because she uncovered a secret, but because she finally chose herself. In many ways, that victory was more powerful than any dramatic plot twist. As the storyline continues, the consequences of that declaration are only beginning to unfold. Relationships may change, alliances may shift, some people may regret underestimating her strength. But one thing is already clear. Amanda Setton delivered a moment that fans won't soon forget. Years from now, viewers may struggle to remember every detail of the storyline surrounding it. They may forget who was standing in the room. They may forget what happened immediately before or after, but they'll remember that line. The line that stopped everyone in their tracks. The line that captured strength, growth, and self-worth in a single sentence. And the line that many fans are already calling the most unforgettable dialogue of the year.